Hello friends, Running Kimono here. In today's video, we're talking about getting banned from a Walgreens and what does that mean and how embarrassing first off. To tell you the story about this, I have to go back 5 years and I am not messing around when I say that this stupid vendetta, rift, grossness with this one employee goes back to 2020 and it's still ongoing today. And I am done. I am finished. I'm not going to be spoken to this way. I'm not some kid going in there to try to scam the store. I'm there to get deals for my family. And if I can't even do the basics, I guess I don't belong there. So I am self-banning myself from this one location if this employee is in the store. If I walk in and I see her, you know what? I walk out immediately. Not even going to entertain it anymore because it is weird and bizarre. And you know what? In life, I'm going to be honest with you. There are some people that are not going to like you. And that's a full stop. And do these people ever change? The answer to that is no, absolutely not. Okay, so I know I'm like a big, long-winded bag of air and gas. So I'm going to make this story really, really quick because it goes back 5 years ago into last week. So there's a bunch of parts of this story. Okay, so during the pandemic 5 years ago, if you were putting in curbside orders, Walgreens would either send you back a 10% email or a 20% email bounce back coupon. And basically, it was enticing you to go back into the store because a lot of us, March and April, we didn't even step foot into the store. So they were trying to get regulars who were doing curbside pickups to come back into the store. So back in the day 5 years ago, every one Thursday in the month, they would have the beauty event at Walgreens to spend 25, earn back 7,000 points. I think that'll jog a lot of your memories if you've been with me for a long time. So I went into the store, grabbed a bunch of stuff that we regularly don't get deals on, and soap was part of beauty back in the day. So the really expensive Dr. Bronner's with the 20% off, with the 7 back when you spend 25, that was magic back in the day. And so I had done a couple baskets and I had like $75 of stuff in my cart. Get up to the front, there's a new hire there, and she scans up my first order. I show her the 20% off email coupon on my phone. And then at that point, I get a lecture and a speech and the TED talk of I'm not scanning this and this is fraud and this is why. And I'm like, well, this came from your head office from an email because I did a purchase on like Monday. And I should be able to use it in store because it says that you're able to scan it in store. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I tried to show her the email. I tried to explain it. And the more I talked, the deeper I got into it. And she was on me. She's like, I'm an employee here. I know what it is. And then there was another manager about an earshot. And I said, hey, could you help me? I got this email. Is there any chance I could use it on this one transaction? And I could see that the first employee that was giving me all the trouble was so furious. The other one was terrified of her. So she's like, I'm sorry, you can't. And I'm like, okay, well, I am just going to leave my basket right up here at the front. You guys can put it away. And I'm walking away from a $75 order. And I hope that's cool with you guys. And I walked out very proud of myself because, I easily could have stood there and argued with her. But sometimes a cashier gets it in their mind that they're right. This is black and white and full stop. You listen to what I have to say and that's it. And the thing with couponing, interpretation, when a certain coupon comes through the email, everything's up for interpretation. And I wasn't scamming to get 20% off of a $25 order. Like, come on. Wouldn't it be for, come on. It's not what we do around here. And so anyhow, this lady was there for maybe like 6 months. She left. And then about a year ago, she showed back full time. And I was like, oh God, I never forgot that. And I always tried to avoid her in the past, but sometimes she'd be very friendly with me. But a lot of times it was fire and brimstone sort of attitude, which I do not vibe with. So last week, I'm in this store and I noticed that her register that she's behind, the register rewards are printing. I'm like, awesome. That's the register. I want to do my transactions because I need the register rewards and I don't want to have to mess around with, writing Catalina if things don't print. So I get in that line to use that register. There's another lady doing coupon deals and she's doing one after another, and I'm behind her. and I have to wait. And it's not like you do one, you get to the back of the line. And I only had one transaction. And I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. 20 minutes goes by. It's finally my turn. Whatever. As a couponer, I would have let others jump ahead. I wouldn't have just been on that, doing transaction after transaction. But I think it's because it was me behind. I think she just said something in the effect of, let's keep going. So finally, my turn, and I have a $15 basket. Very small thing. I think it was a couple shampoos and a couple toothpaste with a 5 back when you spend 15. She rings everything up. I have my booster and 2 register rewards to roll. And she takes her glasses, puts it at the bridge of her nose, starts looking at the writing on everything, and scans my 2 register rewards first and then the booster to try to get me. And here's the thing, too. If I had already used all those register rewards and whatever at a different store, they wouldn't scan a second time. They would create an error and say, coupon not found. They've implemented that at Walgreens. Like, she should know that. But that act alone, I was so uncomfortable with. It was ridiculous. It was unnecessary. It was a way of her saying that what I was presenting wasn't like real register rewards. And like, I don't even know if she thought like my debit card actually worked. Like, who flippin' knows? It was odd. It was confusing. And I just paid for my stuff and walked out. And that's maybe the second time she rang me up this year. And I have a new policy moving forward. Any situation, guys, you can only really control yourself, and that is true. I believe firmly now people do not change. Don't be naive. And this lady, because I was told, oh, she's really nice now. Nice to who? Because she was nice as pie to the other lady trying to help her. But when it came to me, you got to like scan these things with your eyes, put them up. It wasn't some. Here's the deal. If I was trying to photocopy register rewards and do some nefarious stuff, the register reward only scans once because every barcode is unique. It wouldn't scan a second time. I don't know what that performative thing was. That's precisely what it was. And I'm calling her on it. And I will never shop there if she's there again. I've banned myself from the store in and out. She won. Whatever. I don't care. I am not going to be fighting with this individual because that's exactly what it is. Because she'll never see things my way. And what she did a couple weeks ago, just totally unnecessary, embarrassing, stupid, whatever adjective you want to use. But I certainly will never waste my time there if I see her because, whoa, that was a lot. Is this a situation that they are envious that couponers can get so much stuff for free? Possibly, maybe. Is it a thing that they just don't like your face? Possibly, maybe. Not everybody in this world gets along. And what I dealt with like a week and a half ago, I was pissed. And the only thing I can do is to control myself. If I see her in there, 360, I'm walking right out. Not worth it. In the comments down below, if you've ever had a situation similar, let me know. And this is beyond writing a letter to head office. I just don't want to interface with this person ever again.